Shopify product descriptions can get long, and that results in a never-ending scrolling marathon for the customers. I've actually done a series of A/B tests, and it turns out that in most of the cases, long descriptions can overwhelm the customers. Some of the information you display could make your customers second guess or delay the purchase, and there is no reason to give them details if they didn't ask for them. Different details are meant for different type of people. Some people want to know the benefits, some need to know the details and specs, and so on. No need to confuse a person that is already convinced and wants to buy by showing them a spec that might just make them unsure. How can we fix that? We break the description into sections, the so-called description tabs or accordions, and just display what's important. No one wants to read a wall of text. The average online shopper's attention span is of about 8 seconds. If your store loads in 4, you have 4 more seconds left to convince them to buy. So how do we get accordion tabs on our product pages? Let's head to the Shopify App Store. Would say everyone on YouTube. But didn't you hear me? The speed of your store is paramount. One more app will drag your loading speed even more. Instead of using an app, I'm going to show you 2 ways you can display your description and information in tabs, and both of them require no coding knowledge, just copy and paste knowledge. If you're new here, I'm Cristian and I run a successful Shopify agency helping brands turn visitors into customers with CRO, speed optimization, and high converting stores. One thing that I don't like when it comes to Shopify advice is that when a need arises for the merchant is to jump right to an app. Apps are good if they bring value, but they also can harm different layout metrics. So let me show you how you can avoid those monthly app fees and those layout issues while still separating your description into accordion-style tabs in a more native way. Let me outline this. Let's jump to YouTube. Let's search for Shopify product tabs. These are the results, so I'm gonna just open the first 2, which in my guess are the most viewed ones. I'm just gonna scroll to the part where he tells us the solution.
And we have an app which is actually really good. So I'm going to click on this.
I'm not gonna say that this app is not good, but I'm gonna show you in a second when I tried it what happened. So this is the first video, this is the first solution. Let's go to the second video. In this video, same thing happens. The solution is the same app, so I'm guessing either this app has affiliate links or it's just a common app people use for this. This is an old store that I have. I will install the tabs on this store and see what happens. Product tabs. This is the app in question. Let's just hit open. Now on my store, I am gonna set this up so that it shows on my product page. This is how it looks on mobile. And I'm gonna go now and turn on the tabs app. So I'm gonna go and customize, app embeds, and tiny app. I'm gonna go back to my product page, and now the product page looks like this. And then when the app loads, it's gonna display the description tabs as you just saw. So initially we just saw the text, which was my original description, and then the tabs that I've set in the app showed. And if I go now to a speed test, so I'm gonna go to speed insights. Let me go back and turn this off for a second so that I can run a test on the product before the tiny tabs. So I'm gonna just take my link and go to the page speed and run a test. And I'm getting 66. I'm gonna run 2 more so that you can see that this is the result. Same type of result, now it's 70. You can see the stats here. Let's try another one. Okay, now we got 65 and these are the stats. And let me turn on the tabs now. So I'm turning on the tiny tabs. I'm gonna head back here and run another test. Let's see what score we're getting now. And you can see that the result is now different. Where we before never had the CLS problem, now we have a 0.26, which is kind of big if you ask me. Let me try another test so that I can show you that the CLS is still there. Now the overall result is even worse. The CLS is a little bit less than before, but you can see the result is quite bad. Let me go and turn the app back off and test again. And here's the result with the app turned off. Again, no CLS issue whatsoever. Why does this happen though? Let me explain that to you. So if we go to the product page, now we have the tab. If I refresh the page, I'm gonna go first to the network tab and go to slow 3G. That emulates a slow connection to the internet. I'm gonna refresh the page and I'm gonna see the elements loading slower. I'm gonna see the description as I have it. Then the app is downloaded from their server and populated to the page. You see it just happened. Because these tabs are different sizes than the original description, they will push everything down, and that will cause a layout shift, which Google registers, and it penalizes here. So in this case, when you have the original description populating normally, you get no CLS because nothing moves on the page. But when you have these tabs populating later than the description, that will push everything down, and that will cause the CLS. And CLS is not just a user experience problem, it's also how Google ranks you for SEO purposes. If you're gonna go to your search console and you're gonna go to page experience, you're gonna see here if you have this problem, and you maybe see something like this which shows lots of pages with the same error, and you ask yourself what happened. That's what's happening. You've installed an app which has a widget that loads up later during the loading time and causes layout shifts. Google penalizes you, you're losing SEO priority, you're losing sales, you're losing money. Saying that this app is bad, in some cases the CLS doesn't happen or it doesn't get registered on the page, but this can be the case for you. You have to check your search console to see if that is happening to you, and if it does, you should get off these apps. And I'm always recommending apps for things that are more complex, but for things like tabs, I would not recommend using an app. So I'm going to show you a way of adding tabs now that is more native. So I have a page prepared which has a long description like you may have on your store, and all these details don't need to be shown directly, and we can fix that by using the native tabs that the Dawn theme has. If you're gonna head to your store and to customize, then go to your products, open that up. You're gonna see here on the side that we have a description block and that we have underneath here collapsible rows. So we can add collapsible rows. They will be added here. I'm gonna go and take the check mark off, and I'm gonna add a couple of more collapsible rows. Whenever I go to my product page, I'm gonna have this collapsible rows underneath, but they don't have any content. Now, in order to show a description in one of these collapsible tabs, we're gonna need to add one more setting to this tab, and this involves editing the code of the theme. It's nothing complex, and I'm going to show you exactly how you do it. You're just going to go here to edit code, open that up, then inside here you're going to search for product, and you're going to find a main product section. You're going to open that up, and in here you're going to search for when, and then space collapsible, and you're gonna look for this collapsible tab. Once you found this area, which is responsible with the content that gets rendered inside that collapsible tab, in here I am going to add the following logic. I'm gonna enter here and say if block settings description equals true, then I want to display product description, and I'm gonna go here and say else and if. Then we're gonna head to our schema and add the checkbox to the collapsible tab block, and you can find that by going to the blocks. So inside the blocks, I'm gonna look for type collapsible tab. So if I scroll down, I'm gonna have type collapsible tab here. And inside the settings for the collapsible tab, I'm gonna add one more checkbox, and I'm gonna just enter, add two curly braces. Then you will just have to copy what you see. So I'm going to multiply these, any three. First will be ID, and the ID is description. Then I'm gonna add a type, which is checkbox. And then I'm gonna add a label, description and add the question mark. Then I'm gonna add a comma here, and then I'm gonna save. Now on my product page, I still have the description shown here, the one that I wanted to hide because it's too long. So I'm gonna go here and look for, and this is it. I'm gonna hide this one here. Now the tabs came up, and I'm going to go here to the description and say show description, save. I'm gonna refresh the page. And inside the description tab, now we're gonna find our description. Now I'm not sure if this is the layout you want to achieve, but let's say you want to split this description into multiple tabs and display them in different tabs, because now you got the same thing but it's closed in a tab. So before it was just a long description, and now it's everything inside a tab. Maybe you want to split it in 3 and display parts here, part here, and part here. Because you want to show different text for all the products, we're gonna create a couple of meta fields that will go with this collapsible rows here. So I'm gonna head here to my product page, and let's say we want to keep this as our description, and I'm gonna copy the key features, which will be one of the tabs. Then I'm gonna head to settings, then to custom data, and to product. And I'm gonna add here one definition, which will be key features, as we said. We're gonna say that this is a rich text. We're gonna scroll down until we find rich text. We select it, and then we're going to save. Then I'm gonna go back to the product description and scroll down, and let's say we want to make maintenance and care another tab. I'm not gonna make a tab for each of the titles here because there are a lot, but let's make one more with maintenance and care. And I'm gonna go back to settings and to custom data, to products, and I'm gonna create another meta field for all my products, which is gonna be called like that. And I'm gonna select again the rich text type, and I'm gonna save. And underneath my product now, if I go back, I'm gonna find 2 more meta fields. So in order to populate them, I'm gonna go up to my description, and I'm gonna copy everything until the care part. I'm gonna copy this part and just take it out of there and scroll down. And for this product, I'm gonna go and paste it inside the key features. I'm gonna just paste it there and save. Then I'm gonna go back up and copy the second part of the description, which is this one here. So I'm gonna go down below to maintenance and care. I'm gonna paste this in here, and I'm gonna save. And now we have the description here and the 2 parts that would go in those collapsible tabs in here and here. So in order to display that on the store, I'm gonna go again to my store. I'm gonna hit customize here. I'm gonna head to a product, this product which I worked on. Then we're gonna have the description in there. So if I go to the description part, then we said the second part is key features. The second collapsible tab is key features. And in order to display the key features inside the tab, you're gonna click on here. You're gonna go to product, and in here you're gonna select the key features, and you're going to save. Then you're gonna go to the other collapsible tab, which is named maintenance and care. And in here you're gonna click dynamic source, go to product, and search for your maintenance and care, and just save. Now the dynamic source is here for all the products. So if I go on my product page and open these tabs, I'm gonna see that I have key features, and then underneath here I'm gonna have maintenance and care. You have to make sure that you don't have double titles and stuff like that, but you get the idea. And if you reload the page now, you don't have anything showing directly, so this is good, but maybe you want to show this description directly. So in order to do that, we're gonna go back and edit some code. So in here, you're gonna go and edit code. You're gonna head back to your main product liquid, and you're gonna search again for collapsible tab. And to make any of these tabs automatically opened when refreshing the page, you will have to add the following logic. So we're gonna go in here to the details section, this one. So details, if block settings open double equals true, then you're gonna make sure that everything is right in there. And in between of these, you're gonna write open. So this will ensure that one of the tabs is open if selected in the customizer. Now I'm gonna head to the schema and add the settings to the block. So I'm gonna scroll down again to the collapsible tab block, which is here. We've added this logic first, and now I'm gonna add one more. I'm just gonna paste the ID and duplicate this one. Then I'm gonna take the ID and add it here. So it's type checkbox, and in the label I'm gonna say open by default. I'm gonna remove that and I'm going to save. And now I'm gonna head back to the customizer. I'm gonna refresh, and all the blocks that are collapsible tabs will have now the setting to be open by default. And let's go to the description one, which is this one here. I'm gonna hit the open by default checkbox as well. And now if I go to the product page and refresh the page, the first is open always. And so you have the first part of the description, and then you have the rest underneath like that. This looks good, and it definitely does the job without needing any tabs from any app. And it's not gonna slow down your theme because you're actually using 100% your theme. You didn't add anything extra to the theme. So it's gonna be as fast as it was before. Now for this tutorial, I used the latest Dawn theme, which is 15, I think. Yeah, it's the 15 Dawn. Now, if you're on a different theme, or if you want to have something more advanced, I prepared a section for you that looks something like this. Let me go and turn it on. This is how it looks on the page. So you have a bunch of options, and I'm going to show you now how this works. So this section is a copy and paste section that works directly on your theme. It doesn't need any libraries. It doesn't need anything to work. It's just plain vanilla JavaScript with HTML and written for the Dawn theme, but it works on any theme. I've tested a bunch and everything worked just fine. Let me show you how this section works. So if I go to the section, you can see it here, custom tabs. It has a bunch of settings. So it has background colors, tab colors, everything that you would need to display information about your product. And it looks like this on mobile. So it transforms in a accordion type of section. As you can see, you can add emojis, you can personalize it a lot. I'm gonna hide this one, which is already customized, so I can show you how to customize and show you some of the settings inside. I'm gonna go and hide this customized section and add a new section, which would look like this. You're gonna add the section this way. It's custom tabs. You're gonna add it. It's gonna go underneath here. Initially, it's gonna tell you that it's empty because it doesn't have any blocks. So you're gonna add blocks. You have the option to add 4 types of blocks. First one is description. Let's add the description. By the default, the description tab doesn't show the product's description. You're gonna click on it, and then you're gonna select for yourself if you want to show the product description. If you don't want to show the product description, you can again use the dynamic source and use a meta field to show whatever you want in here, or you can use static text. So let's just select and show the product description here. Now on all the products, this block will show the description. I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna go here. You're gonna see now that you just have one description tab, which shows the description of the product. Let's go and add some more tabs. Let's say you want to display the content from a page. You can just do that from here. You're gonna click on page, click the page block, and in here you're gonna select a page that you want to display in there. Let's say the terms and conditions. Once you selected that page and saved, we should have a page tab here, which is right there. And now let's go and add more blocks. Let's add an article. You can add an article and you can select a blog post, save. If you go back and refresh, you're gonna have an article that shows an image as well. You have also a bunch of settings in here. You can hide the article image. Now let's go and add a liquid block, which will allow you to add liquid logic. So if you want to display any HTML or any liquid logic directly on the page, you can do that by using this type of block. You can save that, and you see that we have here a logic. Let's change this dummy rule to work on our store. Let's say if product tags contain green, this product is green, else this product is not green. Very creative, right? Let's save that and let's click the liquid tab, and as you can see, this product is green because this product has the green tag. So if the product doesn't have the green tag, like maybe this product, I don't think it has it. Now if we go to the liquid tab, this product is not green. This is how the liquid part works, and inside the liquid tab you can add any logic, any HTML, any widgets or iframes or whatever you want to add. Now if you go to the custom tab section, you're gonna find lots of settings you can change to fit with your store. You can center these, you can have them displayed in the middle, or you can have them displayed like that. You can change the text to be normal or bold. The fonts will be inherited from your theme, so you don't have to worry about the font fitting your theme. So you're gonna have different settings for mobile and for desktop. Let's center also the content. So to center the content inside the tabs, you will have to go to your blocks, and inside the block you have the width, the maximum width of the block, but you can also center the content in the middle depending on the width. So you can make it wider, but it's still centered, or you can leave it at 750 and it's gonna be centered. Then we're gonna go to the rest of them and do the same thing, just center everything, center, and then liquid center as well. Save. Now all the content is centered inside the tabs, which makes it look great. Now the description tab gets its information from either a dynamic source or the description of the product, which makes the information inside the description tab unique for every product. Then what about the page tab? Maybe you want to show a certain page on certain products and that's it. You don't want to show these terms on more products. You just want to show the terms on this product. How can you do that? You just have to mention a tag name. So let's say terms. If you go and add the same tag here, terms, and save, then that page will only show on this product. So this product has the terms in the details here, but if I go to any other product, let's say this one will not have that page shown in here. And the same goes for the article. Let's say you have different terms for this product. You're gonna go back in here and you're gonna add a different page, and you're gonna add in here, you're gonna select the page and you're gonna say terms 2. Then I'm gonna go to the product that I mentioned, this one here, and I'm gonna add the tag terms 2. I'm gonna save. On this page I'm gonna see the page 2 tab, and if I go to my original product, it's still gonna show details, but it's not gonna show the page 2 tab. So if you want to reorder that, you just have to go in here and move it in the same spot like details would be. Let's say details 2, so that it's not confusing. And if I go here, I'm gonna get details. If I'm gonna go to this product, I'm gonna see details 2. Same goes for the article. If you have articles that have to be shown on different products, you're gonna just go here to your article and add the hashtag for the products that you want to show on. So make sure that the hashtag here matches exactly the hashtag on that product, and this article will be shown on that particular product. And if you need to show more articles on more products, you just need to add article tabs and filter them with the hashtags, and then certain products will show certain articles in certain pages so that everything is dynamic and has context. I'm gonna go to the main product, which has also a review. So if I click on the review here, it's gonna send me to this tab, and inside the tab I've added the review widget, and you can add anything in here. If it's HTML, if it's liquid logic, and so on. So you can have this customized as you want. Again, on mobile it looks something like this, and it's lightweight. It's not going to affect the speed of your store, and you don't have to worry about that at all. You're going to find the link for this section in the description of the video. If you found this video informative, do like it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.